Ah, dear. This weekend, I paid the ADHD tax twice. I ordered a dog bed for Theo, our beautiful but ever-growing puppy, and I forgot that I'd ordered it, so I ordered another one. And my other ADHD tax at the weekend, I've genuinely forgotten what it was, which very on brand. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, well, what is the ADHD tax? Is it a literal actual tax? No, it's a bit of an ADHD and money thing though. The ADHD tax is the extra money or time, energy, often all three, that ADHDers will spend because of how our brains work. When we can't see it, it has stopped existing. We've thought, oh yeah, I'll remember that, and we don't. So this is the late fees, the duplicate purchases, hello to dog beds, the forgotten subscriptions that we haven't cancelled, the things we've bought and never used, projects we've started, hobbies we've got really into and bought everything for and then stopped. And there's also that time factor, the time spent looking for things, the restarting a task only to realize you'd started it, and then recovering afterwards from the spiral that came up. So, of course, none of this is being careless or lazy. We can put sometimes a lot of effort into researching the perfect dog bed and ordering it and then simply forgetting because our working memory is a bit different. And also impulse control can come in here. So, ways it will show up, things like I mentioned, you forget that you have a subscription running for something that you never use. I love every time we go to look for a spirit level, the thing that you use, to make sure things are level if you're hanging up pictures or anything, it turns into a bit of a joke because it's kind of which one are we looking for? We have three. So buying something you already own because you can't find the one that's in the house somewhere. The late payment fees because something has slipped out of your memory, and or even you miss that discount you sometimes get if you pay something on time. Something that you buy impulsively because it seemed really urgent at the time, starting the project and then never finishing it, but you've got all the stuff. I've got a half-painted fence and, hello dog beds, ordering duplicates of things. But because it's not all doom and gloom, I want to share a win as well. Sometimes the ADHD brain can remember to do something. Sometimes we will find a system that works. So recently I signed up for Binge because I so wanted to watch The Other Bennett Sister. And there was a really good, I think it was $4. It was great. Anyway, signed up, had a look, and there really wasn't anything else, much else that I wanted to watch. Probably lots of things, lots of different things on there. For me personally, I only needed it, wanted it for this one series. And I set a reminder in my calendar and I remembered to go back in and cancel it. So, actual win. Binge, signed up for, watched the series that I wanted to watch. Highly recommended, by the way, and then cancelled it. So if we build a system, we can build a system that works. This is kind of evidence I managed to cancel Binge. Unlike last year where I had two KO subscriptions to watch the Formula One. Anyway, big point here is the ADHD tax. It's real and it adds up financially and emotionally and in terms of time. And that bit that follows that shame spiral. How have I done this again? Depending how big the cost is, that's often worse than the tax itself. And again, it's neurological. Once you notice it, once you recognize it, once you name it, you can start to work with it. And pick one practical starting point. Pick one thing that might be helpful for you. Like as I say, I won on cancelling binge because as soon as I set it up, I was like, hang on, I only want this for this purpose. Put the reminder, go back to it. The good old spirit level that we now have three of. That's a bit of a work in progress, but having the one place that tools live in. Pick one thing that you can start off so that bills to be paid have got reminder dates or things are all in a category and they don't just disappear off into the wild. If you're nodding on to any of this, you're so, so, so not alone. The ADHD tax is just part of how our beautiful brains work. You know, they're off busy doing other things that are just much more interesting and engaging almost. So we're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for reducing this cost, this worry, this stress over time. And if things like the ADHD tax or the other costs of ADHD are showing up for you, give me a shout. Um, I'm a registered counsellor in Brisbane on online, and I love helping people work through, okay, hang on, what's the one or two things I can focus on that'll make a difference? And some tools and strategies to just get started and just take those small steps. And right, I'm actually inspired now to go off and see, do I have anything else that I need to cancel? Um, let's get a bit of action going, and I'll see you next time.